Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for May the 8th. We're going to be looking at can't talk. We're going to be looking at one card per sign. And so that's going to be enough to give you quite a bit of information if you know your house placements in your astrology chart. But if you just know your sun sign, that'll give you a little bit of information as well. I want to thank you guys for being here with me today and spending some of your precious time here with me. Thank you also for your feedback in the comments. Thank you for the thumbs ups. And of course, thank you for sharing this video so that it can be presented to others it may be helpful for as well. All right, guys, so we had a few cards fall. I do want to take the overall energy of the day before I start looking at the cards for each sign. And so, daily energy. Okay, so a lot of us are going to be, this is more of a energy that's for the collective. It may be interacting with some of this other energy that shows up as well. So, what we have for this is the Eight of Air. We may be having a hard time finding an objective perspective on something. So this really shows that a lot of us could be going through some overthinking ourselves, or we're going to be really seeing some people struggle with overthinking. A lot of times when we have a collective energy, it doesn't necessarily apply to us personally as much as sometimes it'll apply to us that we're making space for somebody else who is having this energy. So let's start next with Aries particular energy. So Aries, Four of Earth, this is telling me that you are really looking at sort of holding back. And for you Aries, I think you're looking at holding back on your emotions, that you're not really feeling like it's a safe thing for you to be sharing all of your emotions right now. And so even though you have the opportunity to, I think you're holding back today. Okay? And look at this with this tying in here. This could be even overthinking about whether you want to do that or not. Next up, we're looking at Taurus. Wheel of Fortune showing up in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse just basically means that you've got something going on where you're having to put out a little extra energy, extra effort to get something accomplished here. Once again, if we want to throw in that Eight of Air, then that can have something to do with the idea that overthinking is really slowing you down on the actions you would normally be taking. Next up, let's look at Gemini. King of Air showing up for Gemini in reverse. Gemini's, I could say that this is you because it's a King of Air, but I'm going to tell you it doesn't feel like you to me. It does feel like you've got somebody in your sphere of influence who is having a big old fit, and this is a grown-up that's having a big old fit. And big old fits can look different ways. It can be somebody actually, very verbally letting you know. Can be somebody doing something rash or irrational to sort of pay you back for something that you've done. Or it can just be somebody, being lying or manipulative, trying to sort of change your mind about something. So we do have a lot of thought energy coming in as the overall for the day. So this could be, trying to impact your thoughts one way or the other. Maybe more opaquely than subtly for some of you. Okay, next up, let's look at Cancers. Three of Water is showing up in reverse. Cancers, this tells me that you had something that was making you feel very sad, heartbroken, heartache, something like that. And now you are getting beyond that. You're starting to feel better today. So we like that. Ba-da-da-da, Leo. 10 of Fire showing up for those of you with Leo placements. Well, we all have Leo placements, don't we? 10 of Fire showing up in reverse for wherever Leo is in our house. 10 of Fire in reverse just means that we're not going to be responsible today for something that we're normally responsible for. So this could be not going into work. This can be not taking a kid to band practice. This can be not taking your folks out shopping. This can be a lot of things, but some type of responsibility you were probably planning on doing today is not actually happening. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Virgos, we've got the King of Earth showing up here. With the King of Earth, this is just telling me, because it's in reverse, that you're wishing that you had more financial stability and working on how do I bring that in? How do I make that happen for me? Next up, let's look at Libra. Three of Earth. Libras, you are collaborating with somebody on some type of project today. So working together with somebody else. This can be anything from band practice to helping a little one with a science project to finding somebody to collaborate with on a business idea. All kinds of ways that this could be manifesting. Scorpio, Scorpio, Queen of Earth showing up in reverse. Queen of Earth in reverse is just telling me, for those of you who have, well, for those of you who know where your Scorpio placements are, there's something going on here where you're basically cutting somebody off from some generosity that you used to be giving them, because you're recognizing that that generosity is only making them more dependent. It's not actually helping them to get a leg up. And so cutting off that generosity for their own good and for your good. That's Scorpios. Next up, Sagittarius. Transformation. This is the second day in a row this card has come up. I don't remember if it was for you guys last time, but it's kind of a big card. It does talk about a big change of perspective on something, which really, when we change our perspective, we change how we interact with the world, and the world changes how it responds to us because of how our interaction is changing. So definitely got some kind of transformation going on. It starts out really at the inner level, and as time goes on, it starts manifesting more and more at a physical level as well. I almost combined spiritual and physical and said it at a spherical level. Maybe that needs to be a new word. At a spherical level. When our physical selves and our spiritual selves are operating in alignment. How often does that happen? Anyway, let's move on from my little being sidetracked there. And let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn. Here's another one that came up yesterday, Six of Air. Some type of lifestyle change, doing something to help your quality of living improve right now, and also probably to extend the length of your life as well. Aquarius. Seven of Water. Okay, this tells me you're looking at all the different things that you could do to improve things in your life. This is not a card that talks about deciding which one is going to actually improve it, but just looking at all the options that you have, possibly even doing some daydreaming, maybe even doing some pre-manifestation work. You know, visualizing things can come up as a result of, or as indicated by this card as well. So you could be doing some early manifestation. You're at the very least looking at different options that you have to improve your life. Pisces, Five of Water showing up here. This is just telling me that there's something going on that has you feeling like you're a little bit pushed to the fringes of some type of social setting. Yes. That's not my normal interpretation for that card, but I'm going to stick with it because look at that mermaid. It looks like, you know, she's got one seahorse near her, a few little fish, but she's looking off in the distance like, why is the rest of the crowd so far away? Don't they like my beautiful hair? Anyway, that's what we have for Pisces. Okay. Perfect card for Pisces, though, that water card with the mermaid. Thank you guys very much for being here today. I do appreciate it. Looking forward to working with some of you personally later on for readings and for Reiki sessions. And the rest of you, I'm looking forward to seeing on the next video. Peace out.